So how I try to hit pitches and chips, very hard to do, but I try to imagine. So if people have heard Tiger Woods talk about like putt to the picture, what he means is, man, it's so hard to describe. I'm gonna try. So I'll do it for chipping. So see where this like fluff up in the turf is right there, that puff up. I'm gonna try to hit my chip to that fluff up. So what putt to the picture means, or chip to the picture, is when I'm looking at it right here, when I'm standing over the golf ball, it's like I'm taking a picture, like I'm taking an image of the whole thing, everything that my phone would see, right? And I'm taking this picture, and in the picture, I'm focusing on that bump right there. So when I look back down at the golf ball, I'm looking at the ball, but I'm thinking about the picture. If that makes sense, it's real. It took me like years to figure out what the fuck he was talking about, but I'm trying to hit to the picture that I see. And in that picture, I know where that thing is because I was looking at it. So I'm just thinking about that little picture with the bump, and then I'm going to hit it and see if I get anywhere close. I literally almost hit it first try. So it's like this thing where it's like feel. It takes thinking out of it, and instead of trying to figure like, oh, how hard do I swing, what speed, you don't think about any of that. You just think about a picture, and you try to visually hit that picture. It's a wild concept, but it really works when you understand what it means. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to hit this thing or not. I'm gonna give it a shot. If I was on the course, and that was a target that I'm landing at, those two balls I just hit, those would be basically great. Try one more. There we go. Caught almost like the back corner. So I'm going to go to this yellow flag over here to the right. So same thing with a pitch. This is more of a pitch shot. For a lot of people, this is like a damn near a 3/4 shot with a sand wedge or a 60. Same thing though. Like to me, it's not a full stroke. It's not a long iron. So I'm pitching to the picture. So I'm looking at this thing, and I'm taking these pictures. And Tiger said it as like he hears like a little ch-ch every time he looks. So every time he looks up, he hears a ch-ch in his head, and he's really taking that picture. So it takes a lot of focus. So I'm taking these pictures, coming back down, and then there's another key. When I come back down, I don't sit over it. Like usually people will set up and they'll sit over the golf ball. I do that with long irons because I'm thinking of like a swing thought or something. But when you're doing this picture thing, putting or chipping, you can't wait because like you got to hit the picture like right when it's hot. Like right when I see it and I think I know what it is, come right back down, don't think, and then just hit it. So it's pretty good, but that was well short. And usually for me, like it just means I didn't quite focus when I was taking the picture. Like it's one thing to say, all right, I took the picture, but did you really focus on it? That's kind of the big thing. Got to be pretty good. Yeah, almost dunked it in the hole. I'm telling you, this works. Like it just works. I was trying to explain it to a friend one time about putting, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I didn't either, man, to be honest. So, like, I've had a couple of times to explain it to people, so now I'm better at explaining it, I think. But like when I heard Tiger explain it, I'm like, what is he talking about? I'm gonna go to this left flag. I'm not thinking about the distance either. Like I could shoot it. I could take it out and shoot it. To me, like trying to hit the number has nothing to do with where I'm trying to put the ball in the green, like to score, to try to make birdie or make par or whatever it is. Or if there's trouble, there's a bunker. Like, I don't know. The number's almost irrelevant. It's just taking the picture, man. Oh, it's actually pretty good though. It's gonna be way shorter, but I could do better than that. Just gotta, again, when I'm doing this right here and I'm hearing that click, I just really, really gotta focus on what it looks like. A little better. Third time's a charm now. If I can get a decent lie. That's it right there. Oh, just a little deep. But that's another thing I realized too. It's like same thing with the putting. When you're taking good pictures, the second you hit it, you kind of know if it's going to be around your distance or not. You know, when you hit an iron, you know you hit it well. It's hard to say if you know you hit it on your line, but it's hard to say if that distance is going to be good. That's why when people hit a good shot, especially the two guys on tour, the first thing you hear them say is, be good, be good. They know they hit it well. They don't know if it's going to be good, though. When you hit these little chips and pitches or putts, you know pretty much right when you hit it because you took a great picture and then you hit it to that picture. Getting fucking worse, though. Too much talking. All right, I'm going to hit one more shot. Go into this flag. I got to get it now. Yeah, it's going to be deep. All right. But I think every single one of those was really not that bad. And if I'm on the golf course, you know, hitting those on the green, those would have been in good spots for me. I'm going to pick one more with this. If you could come over here. Adam, there's a broken piece of like one of these right here, one of these tees. There's a broken one right there. You know, these short ones can be the toughest ones. So I'm taking that picture, just trying to hit that spot with this little chip. Yeah, that's pretty good. See if I can lay one right on top of it. With the short ones, like this is kind of these are the most important ones, and it's really hard to gauge that picture, but with practice, you just kind of get used to it. Fuck. This is real similar to a putt right here. All good shots, you know. Tell you what, before I had this little method, man, I couldn't tell you how to hit that ball anywhere near that little tee. Like I had no fucking idea. Even when I was a good golfer at that point, you know, like low single digit handicap, I still had no idea how to hit the ball there. But this helps, man, adding some more feel to the game and stop thinking so much. And that was the thing I used to try to think. I'm like, all right, well, what speed do I have to hit that target? That's the way I used to think about it. I'm sure a lot of people do. But just go to that image, man. Those are good. All right, well, I mean, it's my tip. It's really Tiger Woods' tip. And it really worked for me. But again, it did take me a little while to understand it. So try it out, man. Take a picture, look at stuff, and let an image pop into your head. And then when you look down at the ball, don't be looking at all of this or thinking about all of this. Think about that picture that you took. Try to hit it to that picture. Let me know if it works in the comments. If you have a better way of how you do it, put that in the comments and tell me that, because at the end of the day, my short game is still trash. So, you know, it's just better than it was. But can always get better.